Welcome to Texas Tech University Health Sciences Center School of Medicine in Amarillo, where one of our missions is to train physicians for West Texas. We are a primary care-driven institution that supports the diverse communities of the Texas Panhandle, from rural health focuses to multiple centers of excellence, including women's health, infant risk, and simulation. Our 4 primary care residency programs are fully accredited by the ACGME. The Harrington Regional Medical Center serves as the medical hub for the top 26 counties of the Texas Panhandle. The 410-acre medical complex is home to some of the finest medical facilities in the nation and provides care to 1 million people across the Texas Panhandle, eastern New Mexico, and the Oklahoma Panhandle. We value a culturally diverse group of residents that reflects our communities. We offer strong, challenging training environments and diverse experiences with a supportive family network that is stronger with each resident that we welcome to our campus.
I think Amarillo is a really nice place to come. I actually think that I moved from one home to another. People here are very friendly, they're kind, they're tolerant for others, and I feel like, you just feel like you belong.
Amarillo has more than surprised me in what all we have here. I have everything I need in my limited time off. Spend a lot of time with the residents outside of work, and it's a really affordable place to live, which has been great.
It is a beautiful place with everything you could possibly need. And then the next surprise came when I didn't really know about the population and realized that Amarillo has a ton of diversity. We are one of the biggest centers for refugee populations from all over the globe. So I am learning a ton about different cultures, learning a ton about different languages, and it's really exciting because I didn't think that I was going to get that, and it's actually a large part of my practice is dealing with things that you wouldn't see if you didn't have that kind of diversity.
It is West Texas, it is different, but I'm not missing anything. It is a different scenery, there's no traffic, it's always a plus. But it feels like a small town, but you've got everything you need. All the chains, all the restaurants, different sites, different activities to do. So it feels like a city just without the traffic. For anyone who really thinks that West Texas is gonna be a small town in the middle of nowhere with nothing to do, like I said, coming from big cities, even growing up in the Northeast and the big cities there, you've got everything you need, and it's a new experience.
The Texas Tech University Health Sciences Center School of Medicine offers residency programs in 4 of its 6 departments on the Amarillo campus. The TTU-HSC residency programs are developed in the context of the physician general competencies as expressed by the ABMS and ACGME. More than 100 third and fourth year medical students and more than 85 residents receive training on our campus every year. Students, residents, and physicians all do rotations with the local hospitals. Northwest Texas Healthcare System, a 495-bed tertiary care hospital, and Baptist St. Anthony's Health System, a 445-bed private hospital, as well as the Amarillo VA Healthcare System with 55 acute care inpatient beds and a 120-bed skilled nursing home and an ambulatory care center.
There are a lot of programs out there, and each one has their pros and cons, but I knew that I needed something specific. I was looking for somewhere where I could train, learn a ton, but still feel like I was part of a family. And that's really something this program shines for. It's a really warm, welcoming environment, and it's somewhere that I can train without feeling like I'm constantly under so much pressure that I won't do my best.
My first month was in labor and delivery, and I was floored. We've had some crazy things come in, and just some high risk, some abnormalities, things that you don't get to see very often, I saw within my first week, and I was shocked. And that's kind of one of the benefits of Amarillo. We're in the center of a hub spot, and when you're not in this area, you may not appreciate that. You may think, oh, small town, but we're the big town near all the other smaller towns. So we get a lot of people from, neighboring towns coming in for care, and we'll see some extreme things. And we're able to learn how to treat that, learn how to care for that, and that in the end just kind of expands our knowledge. So that's just been amazing to see.
Coming out here, doing my clinicals, I noticed that family medicine is at BSA. We're the only residency program in that hospital, and we get to do it all. I mean, there's specialists there in other specialties, but they don't have residents to teach. So when you have to consult, when you're on the floor, they want to teach someone, and we get to be the students for them. So we really get a nice breadth of skills, teaching, different procedures.
I think that because our program is so small, it really allows us to do a lot of hands-on things very early. I'm in my first week of labor and delivery, and I am doing a lot more than I expected to.
So at our residency program, our residents are provided a training that is broad-based, human, comprehensive, and patient-centered. We cultivate an environment nurturing collegiality and also focus on excellence in medical knowledge, education, and training. Throughout the program, the residents are supervised by a very highly dedicated and gifted educators.
These faculty actually become your family members. They advise you. They don't only just care about your growth in your career, but also they care about your personal growth.
I think the residents feel very comfortable talking with the faculty or getting feedback or anything that they need. I think they feel very open talking to any of us.
The Texas Tech faculty are incredibly passionate and knowledgeable in their fields, are leaders in their fields, are published in very interesting areas. So these were all really wonderful pearls that I kind of heard of as a talking point when I was applying, but now that I'm actually working with them side by side, I am realizing there's just so much stuff that I wouldn't have gotten if I had gone elsewhere.
And coming out of medical school and coming into residency is probably the biggest transition that I've ever made in my life. And people told me, but I was like, I'll be fine. And then I started and I was like, oh my goodness, where's the bathroom? Where's this? But my fondest memory was how every resident would come in and step into help. And it may seem like a small thing, but when you're drowning, you've been there and you're working, you're trying to learn, you're growing, and then you have another resident who's in a different rotation, finished early, could have gone home, but chose to come in and say, hey, how can I make your day better? And that was shocking for me. At first I thought, they're just playing, but no, day after day, residents kind of stepping up and say, hey, how can I help you? Do you need me to teach you this? Do you need me to show you this? I'll take half these patients just to ease your load so that to make that transition a little smoother. And anytime I remember that, it's like, it means a lot, definitely.
I think, I came here thinking that residency is going to be hard. But then, with my colleagues and the support system we have here, it just uplifted this. I remember I have an incident where we were so busy in the hospital and we were overwhelmed, and just one of my colleagues just jumped in and she said, hey, I'll help out. Without me asking, without offering, she just noticed that I was overwhelmed. And she's like, yeah, I'll help out. Training as a physician, it's just, the countless time and effort you spend just to become the best version of yourself. But our program actually provide really good wellness activities and time to alleviate that. So I made it to my third year, so we're almost there.
While Amarillo has all a bigger city has to offer, it still has a small town feel. It's easy to get around, there's no major rush hour, and there's a good chance you'll run into a neighbor at the grocery store. You'll see sunshine 73% of the time and an average humidity of just above 50%. With a mild average temperature of 57 degrees, you'll experience all of the seasons. Amarillo's economy is diverse, and it's home to one of the lowest unemployment rates in the state. Amarillo is a great place to live and raise a family. There are 4 school districts in and around the city. Amarillo has a variety of fun things to do as a single person, a young couple, or a young family. The Amarillo Sod Poodles, the new AA baseball team and their state-of-the-art baseball stadium, the Paladuro Canyon, a blossoming downtown, and a world-class culinary experience await you in the Yellow City. A historic live music culture gives listeners an opportunity to hear from legendary country artists to up-and-coming singer-songwriters. And if you want to get away, Amarillo is centrally located for quick trips to the mountains, the Dallas Metroplex, and to the beaches in Mexico. For more information, please visit our website. We look forward to hearing from you.